Hello, my name is Daniel Sadowski and I'm the design director at Rebel Wolves. I would like to welcome you to the Blood of Dawnwalker summer gameplay video. Our game is a story-driven, open-world dark fantasy RPG set in medieval Europe. The game is currently in pre-beta stage, and what we are going to show you is just a part of one of the mid-game quests. It's a really cool story involving legendary swords and a haunted almshouse, but today we'll focus on showcasing our gameplay systems. We're starting on the outskirts of Svartrau, the game's largest city and the capital of Vale Sangora. From here, we could head anywhere the eye can see, explore ancient ruins or sabotage vampire blood transports. But it's not just about where or when you go. It's also about how you approach the main quest and shape the story, making each playthrough uniquely your own. For now, we're following the road. Cohen is on his way to the city's cathedral, chasing leads about a powerful weapon said to be hidden in its crypts. But first, we'll have to deal with some bandits who camped out by the main road. Traveling through Vale Sangora is never boring. The world is dense with quests, random encounters, and locations steep in lore. This will be a great opportunity to show you our combat system. Our goal was to make the player feel like a real swordmaster who closely observes his enemies. We'll begin this fight by using acrid dust to stun one of the enemies. Now, when you attack, you choose one of four directions: up, down, left or right, in order to hit the opponent where he's unable to parry. And similarly, when defending, you have to take note of the enemy's intent and the direction of the attack. On the left side of the screen, just above Cohen's health, you have activation charges that will be filled in with each successful attack, block and parry. Once they are full, you can use one of the active abilities which allow you to take a more tactical approach to fighting. We started the fight by throwing some acrid dust, and now let's cast Burning Blood. It's a hex which boils the enemy's blood and burns their skin, dealing physical damage over time. Alright, time to finish this fight. Let's use the final activation charge to cast the archery attack, which actually decapitated the last opponent. Our hero quickly dispatched the bandits, so let's loot a few items they've left behind and open the inventory. First of all, let's replenish our health by eating something, and then take a closer look at this cool-looking weapon we just picked up. Ah, it has better stats than our current weapon, so let's equip it right now. We've also leveled up, so let's use this opportunity to spend the newly acquired skill point in one of Cohen's skill trees. The skills in the Blood of Dawnwalker are divided into 3 trees, one for human, one for vampire, and one shared between the two. We also have an active abilities panel. We can use it to unlock additional abilities to use during combat. Note that during the day, the health bar is not regenerating. You need to find consumables like the one we've just eaten. The hexes we've just used also consume some of Cohen's health. Be aware of that. The way our magic system works, there's always a price to pay for manipulating reality. But we can make it sting a bit less. Let's level up the Frugal Witchcraft skill, so next time we'll cast a hex, it'll consume fewer of Cohen's health points. Now that we've wrapped up the encounter with the bandits, we can be on our way to get inside the city. Right now, Cohen hasn't done enough to ruffle the vampire lord's feathers, so the guards will just wave us through. But the more damage you cause, the more suspicious and aggressive they'll become. So when you play the game yourself, you'll have to decide whether you want to challenge the vampires openly, or lay low until you're ready to strike and surprise them.
It's even bigger than I remembered. And it's grander than before. They're putting in new stained glass. The Knyaz doesn't deny the old faith.
Out of my face.
This is the rich district of the city, Silberkreis. There's also Altenmarkt, Neustadt, and the Middens. Each of the boroughs has its own feel and character.
Get your stinking ass out of here.
I was just passing through, I swear.
got tired.
And sat down and started begging.
Looming high over the city is Brancis's castle, Greifberg. He took it over when he slaughtered the human ruler of the valley, Skender, as shown in the trailer we shared with you earlier in January this year. In order to complete the main quest and save your family, you'll have to storm the castle, alone or with help of friendly NPCs. We could do it right now if we wanted, but it would be super challenging.
No more drink for you, my friend. Go home.
Oh, let me. I just want to. Oh, let me in.
You made a mess, and it's not that kind of inn.
Let's check the map. The cathedral is really close. There's plenty of other places to see and things to do here. A couple of inns, a medic, a blacksmith, an armorer, and other merchants. You can see that not only the vampires came out of the shadows. This creature on the right is called an Uriash. Look around, especially at night, and you'll learn humans have lots to fear, not just the vampires. And here we can see guards pounding on some poor guy's doors.
What is it about? Disrespecting Yaz, singing songs that mocked him and the faith. Who told you this nonsense? Was it Livia?
It's just one of many different community scenes we're implementing in the game. Watch them closely when you play, as they might point you to new quests and hidden treasures, or signal changes in the game's world.
Once again, I humbly beg of thee.
I humbly...
Ouch!
I don't want to say it, Mum.
It's a prayer. It's what we have to say. Go on.
I humbly beg of thee, protect me
Okay, we are at the cathedral gates. Again, since Cohen isn't yet wanted by the vampire regime and it's daytime, we can simply walk inside.
The baptism of a newborn is a solemn moment, doubly so. A new life joins our flock, bringing happiness to its parents and to the congregation. Natus ex sanguine est, alitur sanguine, et in sanguine morietur. Ego te baptizo in nomine Dei. Amen. Don't I know you from somewhere, young man? Laslia, maybe?
I'm sorry, but you must be mistaken.
Am I? Perhaps. Perhaps. My memory isn't what it used to be. Come with me. I'll take your confession.
Thank you, but I have no need for confession.
Ah. So you deem your conscience clear?
I wouldn't go that far. But I'm sure you're a busy man, Father. So while I appreciate the offer, I feel that my soul shouldn't be your priority.
I won't press the matter. You are quite correct. I have many other duties to attend to. But please remember that in order to be saved, we all need to repent. Myself included. I hope we can speak again soon. Good day to you, Cohen.
What we saw right here was just one of many cutscenes we recorded for the game, which smoothly transitioned into a dialogue scene. We use cutscenes to highlight key scenes or showcase interesting bits of lore. Like this blood baptism. Creepy, isn't it? The core feature of the Blood of Dawnwalker is the dual gameplay loop. Remember, Cohen may be a human during the day, but he turns into a vampire at night and has a different set of skills at his disposal. And this is just one variable that affects our quests. Depending on when you tackle a particular quest, what choices you've made earlier, whom you befriended, or whom you've angered, your gameplay and story experience will be very, very different. So each quest is a complex structure with multiple possible paths leading to the end goal. We maximize players' freedom and agency, offering you a narrative sandbox to play in. I wonder what secrets may be concealed up there, just beyond Cohen's reach. And how do we get there? It's impossible to do during the day, but come night, it's an entirely different story. Let us explain what we mean by taking our current quest as an example. During the day, we got inside the cathedral without any problems, since it's open for all to see and Cohen doesn't yet stand out from the crowd. The scaffolds, though, are outside of his reach. But climbing them won't be a problem for the vampire, who has many more exploration abilities at his disposal. Bear in mind, Cohen has not completed the quest yet. What's more, there are still a few clues to be found in order to solve this story. It's worth mentioning that narrative sandbox also means that we may completely abandon this quest and follow a different path to defeat Brensis. For today, we're focusing on the gameplay part, so let's see how we could tackle this particular quest during the night. We're starting right after dusk, as a vampire, on the rooftops of Svatro. Right now, we have 22 days left to complete this goal. This counter is always displayed and you'll be warned each time it's pushed forward. So you have to be aware of the time, and it's more of a resource you'll be spending than a racing clock. As a vampire, you'll see and experience the world from a different perspective. You can travel quickly and easily access places beyond the reach of regular humans. Let us show you what we mean. This is Shadow Step, a unique vampiric ability allowing Cohen to jump to almost any place within his reach. Now let's take a good look around using the focus mode. This ability highlights objects of interest and loot. And there is something right here. This time it's just some items to grab, but on other occasions, who knows, you might come across a hidden quest. Looks like our health is quite low. This is because, as a vampire, your health bar also represents your hunger level, and you start each night thirsting for blood. Remember, you have to quench this appetite in order to make full use of your vampire abilities, and rein in your monstrous nature around NPCs. Otherwise, you may end up draining someone important, which may lead to unpredictable consequences. We'd better feed then. Maybe on someone who is standing all alone. Like this drunkard. Let's grab him and use Voracious Bite ability. Unless you lose control due to hunger, you get to decide how much blood to drink. You can drain just a bit and knock your victim unconscious, or go all the way and kill them. And if you're adamant you don't want to hurt innocent humans, you can drink from animals and some other creatures. Finally, we are at the cathedral, but it seems to be closed for the night, and the entrance gate is well guarded. Let's find another way in. Shadow Step is not the only vampiric ability you're gonna learn during your playthrough. Cohen can also use Plane Shift to scale walls and even ceilings smoothly. This will allow us to explore every nook and cranny of the cathedral.
Better be quiet. Is that Boyar's Xanthi? What the hell is she doing here? What is she doing? Is that a ritual for the blood gods? They're covering up the old paintings. Why? One of the workers must have left it. Seems that the cathedral complex is quite big. The main building, cloisters, inner courtyard. The entrance to the crypt could be anywhere. Won't get anything done just standing around. Still.
This was a scene investigation, a mechanic we used to zoom in on and showcase key clues. This time we had a chance to learn more about the vampire's plans. Looks like they're keen to cover up the old frescoes, so that's something we could take a look at. This way we could learn more about the cathedral's past. Looks like we aren't alone here. Underneath us there's a group of blood guards, soldiers hooked up on vampire blood, which makes them stronger, and one of Brances's vampire allies. It's Xanthi, the oldest vampire in Vale Sangora, and quite a powerful lady. Let's descend and check what's going on.
Don't think I don't see you skulking in the shadows. Come out! You're interfering with my task. Who are you?
It doesn't matter.
Very well. I don't have time for interruptions. Let us dispose of him. Quickly! You've withstood it. Fascinating.
Cohen is using his claws to attack when in vampire form. Blood guards are dual-wielding opponents. Their attacks are pretty strong. Of course, even when fighting with claws, combat is still directional. Don't worry, Cohen can still use his sword as a vampire.
You haven't lived long.
Only after defeating all three of the blood guards, Xanthi deems Cohen worthy of a challenge, and she descends to face him. She uses her blood control powers to cast a multitude of attacks, like her blood whips that hit Cohen from left and right. Xanthi is protected by a powerful vampire ability. Once her stamina runs out, Cohen will have an opportunity to strike and deal some damage. But be careful, cause Xanthi is quick to counterattack and she will also try to restore her blood. Meanwhile, look at the indicator just below her health and stamina. It's a timer for the boiling blood skill that you've seen in the CGI trailer. So, if we don't hurry, the timer goes down to 0 and Cohen will eventually explode. And we're dead. Remember, we were only mid-game here, and Xanthi is one of the game's most punishing enemies. Defeating her right here and right now is very much possible, but it would be hellishly difficult. A fun challenge for hardcore players. Otherwise, we could load the game and explore the cathedral without drawing her attention. Or try to get to her while she's not surrounded by bodyguards. Xanthi, like all other vampire allies, has her own questline. Explore it, and you can learn more about her past, motivations, and maybe even try to reason with her. What you do is entirely up to you. Remember, our design principle is the narrative sandbox. There is no difference between main quests and side quests. There's just different stories that you weave together into your own unique adventure.
to watch. What did you do to me? Where are they? Where are my family?
Jesus. The coronation. It's in 30 days.
So Princess wants to be a prince now. And mark the occasion with my family's blood.
Brentsis will rip you to shreds. There might be another way. If you are to stand a chance, you need to prepare. You need to take risks. Find allies.
I have no love for Princess's regime. He is a vile monster.
Some have already taken up arms, haven't they?
Of Rakir joining the rebellion? Are you serious?
What on earth are you?
It's as if the Vrakir in you is dormant during the day and awakens with nightfall.
You're not the only one wanting to see Brentsis turn to ash. We're in for a rough time. Follow me and do your best to survive.
It's easy to go a step too far. Go down a path you can't turn back from.
I think it's high time you tell me what the hell is going on.
In the end, it's every man for himself.
As I see it, we're both far beyond redemption.
Doesn't mean we should kill people on a whim. I'm just trying to save my family.
Good. Bad. Fairy tales. People tell themselves to preserve their sanity.
Hi, my name is Ariana Siarkiewicz, and I'm one of the writers at Rebel Wolves. Over the past few months, we've shared quite a lot about the game's story. Today, we'll give you a glimpse of the activities our human by day, vampire by night protagonist Cohen can take on while exploring the open world. We start at night, in our vampiric form, heading toward a vantage point to get a better sense of our surroundings. Reaching a vantage point reveals nearby opportunities and helps us plan our next steps.
Just gorgeous. Few brave these woods. Folks say they're chock full of monsters. Village of Malagir. Codrin's family's land. Malagir Monastery. Its best days are long behind it. I don't think I'll find anything else here.
Let's open them up and check nearby points of interest. Some are tied to Brentsis' officers. More on them shortly. Others to hidden mysteries, haunted sites, and shrines used for fast travel, which can also serve as quest objectives. Let's mark one and head there. Early in the game, we can unlock a perk that allows us to transform into a wolf and move faster at night. It's quicker and more agile, though it comes with some limitations. There's also a daytime equivalent, but more on that later.
What was that? Is someone in trouble?
It looks like we've come across a group in need of help. Whether we intervene is up to us, and both choices can lead to unexpected outcomes. We began with death from above, allowing us to quickly eliminate an unsuspecting enemy and gain the upper hand from the start. We have incorporated community feedback, and now there is no need to open the skill wheel to select a previously assigned ability. Instead, we can use quick selection.
I thought I was done for. Done for.
So did I, to be fair. Wasn't sure I'd get you out of this in time.
But you did.
Bless you. Bless you.
For now, we need to recover. As a vampire, we restore health by feeding. Human blood is most effective, but in this case, we rely on animals. It's less efficient, but it will do. Feeding increases our corruption level. It's shown next to the health bar at the bottom of the screen. The higher the corruption level, the more vampiric perks are unlocked for purchase. Nearby points of interest are marked on the map and indicated on the compass at the top of the screen. Let's head to the shrine. Here's the shrine. Damaged, so we can't use it yet.
Desecrated. Looks like the shrine's missing its heart. But maybe I could restore it. The tracks, they're fresh.
There's a trail nearby. Let's follow it. A group of Brancis's soldiers has set up camp. Let's clear them out. Voracious Bite allows us to drink blood from an unsuspecting enemy and gain the upper hand at the beginning of combat. But we're not able to drain this enemy fully, as his comrades quickly come to his aid. We use Piercing Shriek to briefly stun the weaker opponent, giving us an opportunity to take on his commander. When an enemy blocks and interrupts our attack chain, we can use Charge to prevent a counterattack. Voracious Bite can also be used during combat as an active perk, allowing us to regenerate some health.
Hope word of this reaches your master.
With the camp destroyed, our infamy increases. More about this in a moment. Let's collect our loot. We found the shrine's missing heart, along with a manual that unlocks a new perk, Precision. Let's open our inventory and head to the Recipes tab. As I mentioned, the manual unlocks a new perk called Precision. Once we read it, it becomes available in the Character tab. Let's go there. The exclamation mark indicates that a new perk is available, but we can't purchase it yet. Perks can only be acquired at a shrine by spending experience points, which are earned by completing objectives. And since we've just finished one, we should be good to go. We've also found the shrine's missing heart, so we can now fix it. Let's head back.
You're welcome.
With the heart restored, the shrine is rebuilt. We can now use it. Let's start with the perks menu. In the Swordmaster abilities, we find Precision, now available for purchase. As you can see, it costs both experience points and a time segment, indicated by the hourglass icon. Let's learn it. Now let's take a look at the Vrakiri perks. With our corruption level increased and another experience point available, we can unlock new abilities, again marked with an exclamation point. The corruption level required to purchase a perk is indicated in the tooltip on the right side of the screen. Let's purchase one. Time passes as we acquire new perks. The night comes to an end, the sun rises, and a new day begins, along with a new edict. Edicts are tied to the infamy system we mentioned earlier. Several have already been proclaimed since the start of our journey. The higher our infamy, the harsher the edicts, and the more challenging the world becomes. It's a sign that Brancis is vigilant and reacts to our actions in Baal Sangora. Infamy reflects how much we disrupt the operations of Brancis's followers. Let's take a closer look at one of his officers, Ambrose. In the right corner of the screen, we can see his level of aggression towards us. When it reaches its peak, a new questline is unlocked, influencing the story and shaping our future confrontation with Brenzis. As you can see, multiple open-world activities are tied to Ambrose, all connected to his operations. Let's go back to the map to mark one of them, and then let's head there. We've arrived near one of Ambrose's warehouses, storing blood supplies.
Killed. Go back where you came from. I don't try to restore the order.
Charge is an ability shared between human and vampire forms. This enemy was weak enough to stun them with it.
Shit.
The Rakiri store blood in places like this. Ambrose is responsible for keeping it safe. Oh, but we're not going to make his job any easier. Another group of soldiers stands in our way. We open with Broad Swing to weaken as many opponents as possible. Then follow up with Burning Blood, which briefly staggers the enemy and applies a damage over time effect.
What do we have here?
The prisoner's fate is grim. Their blood is drained, then stored in places like this, where it awaits distribution to Brenzis and his officers.
Feels nice. Hitting them where it hurts.
With the supplies destroyed, our infamy rises again. We've disrupted Ambrose's operations enough for now. Let's move on to another point of interest, a haunted site. Earlier we showed you how we can move faster at night by transforming into a wolf. To increase our speed during the day, we can unlock a hex called Mercurial Fervor. Haunted sites are only accessible during the day, as they require blood magic, unavailable in vampiric form. Completing them strengthens our magical abilities, but also puts our combat skills to the test.
The spirits here are restless. Perhaps I could help them somehow.
All of the enemies are nicely grouped together. It's a perfect opportunity to use Ravenous Flock, a perk that damages opponents in an area twice. First on activation, and then in the follow-up attack. The enemies are defeated, so let's collect our loot. These haunted sites may reward us with ancient texts, allowing Cohen to become an even more powerful wielder of magic. And that's just a brief look at open world activities. Many more await, often tying back to the main objective and opening up new storylines along the way.
In June, we showed you a part of a quest where Cohen is looking for a legendary sword, and today we're going to get to the end of that quest.
The game is currently in the pre-beta stage, so you may still see some bugs and glitches. You will also see some changes and additions we've made to the game based on the community feedback.
You're scaring my lass. What is it about? You've been heard disrespecting the kniaz, singing songs that mocked him and the faith. Who told you this nonsense? Was it
Since one of our game's main features is the duality of Cohen, our hero, who is human by day and a vampire by night, we're gonna show you two ways to play the quest. So this is yet another example of our narrative sandbox. We can approach each of the quests in a variety of ways, remembering about the duality of our hero, human by day and vampire by night, knowing we have both day and night as our allies. In June, we started on the outskirts of Svartro and had a brief stint with some bandits. Cohen got rid of them easily with a few well-timed sword cuts and active abilities. Then we walked around the city a bit until we reached the cathedral, this time entering it without any hassle during the day as a human. Let's continue that playthrough.
The baptism of a newborn is a solemn moment, doubly so. A new life joins our flock, bringing happiness to its parents and to the congregation. Natus ex sanguine est, alitur sanguine, et in sanguine morietur. Ego te baptizo in nomine Dei. Amen. Don't I know you from somewhere, young man? Laslia, maybe?
That's right. My name's Cohen.
It's a real shame what happened there. So many good people imprisoned. But where there is sin, there must be chastisement. And speaking of sin, come with me. I'll take your confession.
Thank you, but I have no need for confession.
Ah, so you deem your conscience clear?
I wouldn't go that far. But I'm sure you're a busy man, Father. So while I appreciate the offer, I feel that my soul shouldn't be your priority.
I won't press the matter. You are quite correct. I have many other duties to attend to. But please remember that in order to be saved, we all need to repent. Myself included. I hope we can speak again soon. Good day to you, Cohen.
Father Florin?
We can start by chatting with the deacon. He might know something about the catacombs where Saint Mihai is buried.
pay the workers, clean up the altar. What else? Oh, right, the bell tower. Yes, what is it? I have much to do, so either be quick about it or leave me to my duties.
Could you point me towards the entrance to the crypt?
What are you talking about?
I wanted to pay my respects to the city's founders. Light a candle in their memory, if possible.
Sorry to disappoint, son, but there's no crypt in this house of worship now, if that is all.
Things change, especially in the last few years. Perhaps the crypt was built over or sealed away?
Listen, son. The parish book doesn't say anything about any crypt. I should know. I wrote parts of it myself.
Can I take a look? Just to make sure.
No. The library is not open to just anyone. Still, it seems to me you have plenty of time on your hands and will keep on badgering me. Tell you what, I'll give your idle hands something to do, and afterwards maybe I'll let you take a look into the library,
Tell me what you need, then.
Our caretaker, Radu, is missing, it seems. It's been a few days since he last came to work, and now his duties have become my duties. I imagine he's lazing about somewhere, having a laugh at my expense.
Any idea where to look for him? Perhaps he's at home.
If I only knew where that is. Radu's a secretive man. No, I'd rather ask around in the almshouse. He spends a lot of time talking to the inmates.
The almshouse? Where is it?
Go out to the courtyard and turn left. Carry on walking until you see a well on your right. The almshouse's entrance is just by that well. I try to avoid going there myself. Ugh, a dreadful place. Really dreadful. Anyway, be on your way, son. And let me know when you find Radu.
Turns out the deacon had his own agenda and asked us to find out what happened to the local caretaker. Let's find the asylum he mentioned. While on those sacred grounds, we should mention that every week, in some of Vales and Gora's churches, people gather for the so-called Blood Mass. It was established by Brensis and his clique of vampires after they took rule in Vales and Gora. Every villager is required to donate a significant amount of their blood, and in return, they are cured from all illness. Like Cohen's sister in the CGI trailer. It's how Brensis controls the population. Each blood mass is conducted by Father Florin himself.
Maybe we could go there today, see if we can help.
Yeah, right. The deacon will be really glad to see dirty bums like us walking around his glorious church.
You don't know that, maybe?
Oh, stuff it. We'll go and see Dragan instead. He's on.
Maybe someone in here has seen the caretaker.
The sister is too busy to take a look at him. It's just a matter of time until that wound festers.
What do you want?
I'm looking for the caretaker. I've been told he sometimes comes here.
You mean Radu? Yeah, I know him. Steer clear of that bastard.
Any idea where he is?
Right now? Nah. But I do know something. Might be interesting for you.
Really? All right, tell me.
That's not how it works, friend. I need a little palm grease first.
Here you go. It better be worth it.
It is. Something strange is going on here. Every night there are noises. Creaking, scratching, and I don't know, things being pushed around. Some of the folk here say the building's haunted.
Listen, I didn't pay to hear a ghost story. You were supposed to tell me about the caretaker.
Oh, I'm getting there. I'm not trying to swindle you or nothing. You see, there's a closed-off wing here. They put the plague patients there when it first hit. But one day, they decided they were beyond help and sealed them all off, left them all to die. But I hear that the caretaker knew how to get in there. Some secret entrance, and used it, but I don't know what for.
I see. Any idea where it might be?
Somewhere upstairs, I think. You'd have to look around.
All right, I'll check it out. Thanks.
It seems the asylum resident, apart from telling us a gruesome story about what happened to the plague patients, gave us a useful hint about the secret entrance to the asylum wing. For a price, of course. Using focus mode allows us to see that there might be something hidden behind the shelves.
Scratches on the floor.
Let's investigate the location. It was a separate wing for patients who fell ill with the plague.
Damn! What a stench! Something's rotten in here. So many died here. In isolation.
This wing was blocked off, and they were left to die a terrible death. Something else happened here.
Huh. Died recently. Killed by something bestial.
This body looks fresh compared to the rest.
It's getting better and better.
We have to face a creature called Muron. While it is theoretically a vampire, its transformation did not go correctly. Occasionally, Murons produce loud, inhuman screams which stun the target, if it is within the scream's range.
You!
As you can observe, their behavior is chaotic and hard to predict. Muroni possessed the vampiric ability of Shadow Step. However, it is juggy and unstable.
These must have killed Radu and the missing residents.
We can learn more about what has happened here by using the Compel Soul hex. You can learn this hex during the game. It is a feature enabling the player to talk with certain corpses, those that have moths flying above them. Magic is only available to Cohen in his human form. We wouldn't be able to talk to the dead had we come here at night.
It's you, isn't it? Please, stop! It hurts! I beg you! We're friends! Radu, please!
That's enough. Rest now.
We can go back to the Deacon now and report our findings. Before we chat to him, notice that our current objective again has the hourglass symbol. This tells you that the dialogue will push the time forward.
Why are you pestering me again?
I know what happened to Radu.
Good. So, what was that wastrel doing all this time? Getting drunk on communion wine? Tell me.
I found him in the almshouse, in the sealed-off wing. The caretaker was hiding there, but he was no longer human. He turned into something terrible, a monster. I'm sorry, but I had to kill him.
What? I don't understand. What happened to Radu?
He was involved in something dark. There were corpses in his hiding place. Probably his latest victims. But how he became that creature is anyone's guess.
A monster in the house of God. First the plague, now this. Oh, truly, we might just be living in the end times. Right. I'll have to talk to the guards, send them to retrieve the bodies, and clean up that place.
You do what you need to do, but I believe we had a deal. May I enter the library now?
What? Yes. You may go inside with my blessing. I'll tell someone to leave the door unlocked for you. The book you're looking for, it's called The Annals of Svartrau Cathedral. Now, excuse me, I must go to Father Florin and tell him we need a new caretaker.
He gave us access to the library in exchange for our information. Let's go there and find the book he has mentioned. Reading books in our game works surprisingly similarly to the way it works in real life. They might teach us new skills or give us additional experience. Let's stop here and load a save game from the night variant playthrough of this quest. We are again in Svartrau, in front of the cathedral. As a vampire, you'll see and experience the world from a different perspective.
You sure it'll work? Certain as the sunrise. And if not, I'll pay you back double.
Provided I'm able to crawl back to you. It's for Kiri blood after all.
Sorry.
Let's get inside the building using Cohen's vampiric abilities, Plane Shift and Shadow Step. You can travel quickly and easily access places beyond the reach of regular humans. Last time we were inside the cathedral, we came across Xanthi, one of Brensis's officers. She was a difficult opponent for Cohen, so this time we're going to be smart about it, stay on the scaffoldings, and show you an alternative approach.
Better be quiet.
To blood.
Blood.
You shall
Is that
become Kenya's
Voyeurist
prince,
Xanthi?
most faithful
What the hell is she
servant.
doing here?
His command shall become the
What is she
sole
doing?
voice in your heart.
Is that a ritual for the blood
fellow
gods?
blood gods shall become your new family. You shall want for nothing. You shall yearn for nothing.
They're covering up the old paintings. Why?
Blood to blood.
One of the workers must have left it.
You shall become Kenya's
Seems that the
prince,
cathedral complex is quite big.
faithful
The
servant.
main building,
His
cloisters,
command
inner
shall
courtyard.
become the sole voice in
The
your
entrance to the
hearts.
crypt could be anywhere.
Your fellow
Won't get
blood
anything done
gods
just
shall
standing
become
around.
your new family.
Still,
You
staying
shall
up here
want
would be a
for
smart
nothing.
idea.
Your fellow blood god shall become your new family. You shall want for nothing. You shall yearn for nothing. Only duty shall remain.
Bound in blood.
Blood to blood.
Let's start by checking out one of the frescoes in detail.
You shall
Sanctus
become
Mihi.
Kenya's Brens's most
patron saint of Svartrau himself.
His command
Victorious
shall
and
become the
well-loved.
sole voice in your heart.
There's the legendary silver sword.
Blood god shall become your
I hope it
new
really does
family.
exist.
You shall want for nothing. You shall yearn for nothing. Only duty shall remain.
Saint Mihai's symbol. Good. It should help my search.
Turns out, this one was actually about Saint Mihai, owner of the sword we're after. The powerful weapon might tip the scales in Cohen's favor and help him save his family from the vampire lord Brensis.
Command shall become the sole voice in your hearts. Your fellow blood god shall
We can check some of the buildings in the courtyard. Maybe we'll find some interesting clues inside them. Let's shadow step to this one below. It's the library we were supposed to enter a few moments ago, in our day variant playthrough.
So many books.
It seems that people don't usually close the balcony doors in Svartrau. We can again use our system of getting a closer look at certain objects to both appreciate the beauty of the story being crafted in front of our eyes and to uncover secrets about Vale Sangora.
The annals of Svartrau Cathedral. They're bound to have some information on Saint Mihai's crypt. And thus Saint Mihai was laid to rest in the catacombs beneath the cathedral's side courtyard, by the cloisters. Marked by his own personal sigil, the saint's remains and his sword were buried under a memorial stone. Under Saint Mihai's memorial stone. And I already know his symbol.
Alright, we should be looking for a crypt somewhere on the premises of the Svartrau Cathedral. Let's grab the door key on the way to open the door. The cathedral is heavily guarded outside, and it looks like the guards aren't really fond of Cohen lurking around the premises. Let's deal with them swiftly, using our claw. We've listened to your feedback, and we've worked on the flow of using active abilities. We are no longer pausing the choice menu. It's real-time, in gameplay. It's also a good opportunity to show you another use of the Voracious Bite ability Cohen uses to drain people's blood. In combat, it will both replenish your health and deal some damage. Time to move on. Let's explore the other areas in the courtyard.
I'm alright. Just need to get a breather. That's all.
Let's use the sword this time, because yes, you can fight with a sword as a vampire too. But before we engage, let's adjust the camera. Camera placement was one of the hottest topics after our gameplay reveal. We've got lots of feedback about it, and we decided to add a second option for those of you who prefer the camera slightly further away from the character. The camera will be adjustable for combat and exploration separately, so you can choose the setup you prefer. Cohen's faster using the sword as a vampire compared to his human form. Take notice of the hourglass icon next to our objective. It indicates that opening the crypt will move the time forward.
How about here? Saint Mihai's symbol.
Let's open the entrance and investigate the crypt. Lighting up a torch might be a good idea.
This place must have been sealed off for ages. I wonder why.
We can hear some moaning coming from behind one of the walls. Let's investigate this.
Is that moaning? I think it's coming from behind this wall.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Wait, are you Mihai?
Tobias! You're finally paid. What you did to me, Tobias?
I'm not...
Shit! Listen to me! No more. Your eyes.
We've been attacked by Mihai, who was an important figure in the valley. And for some reason, he was buried alive in the catacombs. Of course, as players, you'll be able to learn why that has happened. But we'd like to avoid too many spoilers here. That's why we are stopping this presentation mid-fight. We hope that you have enjoyed seeing how much variation there is behind just one of the objectives in the game. Remember, our design principle is the narrative sandbox. There is no difference between main quests and side quests. There are just different stories that you weave together into your own unique adventure. Thank you for joining me today, and stay tuned for more updates on our social media profiles. Bye!
Imagine what wonders await.